What's going on? Kevin Hope here, Ballher Hoops. We're back again. This episode's a little different. I'm doing a breakdown of Mallard Creek versus Lake Norman. Big game Saturday at Myers Park, 1:30 p.m. in the Phenom Hoops event. Should be great. If you want to get to the game, it's $20 cash at the door. There are other games, so $22 credit if I'm not mistaken. So you got to get out there if you can. Other games will be going on. There's one more girls game that will be Watauga versus Concord Academy. Kate Sears, Justin Alexander. I think that's a big matchup as well. But to get to this game, Super Bowl, two public school teams looks to be the favorite. I'm going to break down the matchup, give you insight on players, matchups, defense that I think they'll run, and just overall X factors and keys to the game. Starting with Lake Norman, Addison B, Coco, she's going to be the starting guard. She's a great player, good teammate, does a really good job of finding teammates and getting them into their offense. Addie Sirianni, another player that gets them into their offense and can shoot the ball from three. Chaminade commit, she's going to be on the team's best player. Kelsey Ryan, Navy commit, I think she's going to be really good for them as well. I think that if she's hot, it's going to be a long day for Mallard Creek. Samantha and Alexis Sheehan, two talented players, two of the better players in the area. I think they're going to really embrace this matchup because they love to win. And I think I don't want to say the wrong school, which is why I didn't say their school, but they're committed to go and committed and signed to go to college. I just don't want to say the wrong school name. So shout out to them though. Both of them are amazing players. Off their bench, you look at Rayana Menard, new to the school, Kaya Bond, Finley Sherrill, Kaylee Ellis. I think those are the players that will play in this game. If you look at Mallard Creek, Brianna Esselin, she's going to be a key component, but she has to want to score in this game. If you're not trying to score against Lake Norman, they're going to pick on you. They're going to know that you're not trying to score, and they're going to kind of challenge you to score the ball. So she's going to have to play a little more confidence. I watched her Saturday, and she was very passive. So hopefully she gets past that. Myasia Young, the multi-talented wing, I think she's going to be big for them. You look at Kiara Anderson, Kiki, she's going to be probably the most pivotal part of their offense because she brings the ball up a lot. She's new to the team, but she's very important. Elle Stone, Delaware commit, she's probably one of the best players in the area. I think she's been proving a point this year and this past spring and summer. Olivia Robertson, the big, she's going to have her hands full with Alexis and Samantha Sheehan. Jasmine Stone may be coming off the bench or she may not play. If she does play, I think she starts. She didn't play last Saturday, so that's why I'm got her as a kind of asterisk. Cindy McGuire and then London Campbell, those are the names I know. But let's get to the defense. Lake Norman, they'll run that scramble press that sometimes look like a 22 or a 1-2-2, but it's more of a scramble chaos. They get after it. They'll run it on made baskets, sometimes off of misses. When you look at how they play, they like to speed you up. So you have to be prepared and recognize the defense. It can be tough to recognize, but you have to have a point guard that understands, all right, this is what they're doing. We got to slow down. Half court, they run man-to-man with Addie Sirianni probably either guarding Kiki or L. She's going to try to take away one of those options. And we watched it, I think it was 2 years ago, when she guarded Elle Stone and she took her completely out of the game. So hopefully this year, I don't know if they played each other last year, but this is the first time I remember them playing each other again. So we'll see how that goes. You look at Mallard Creek defensively, they like to press. They like to get out there, whether it be full court, half court, or three-fourths. They like to create transition points and get in that lane and get those steals. Transition points doesn't always mean layups. If I can get it out in transition and I see Elle Stone spotting up for three, I'm giving her the ball every time because I think she's a high percentage shooter. So she'll get the ball. Full court, they run that diamond press, which is 1-2-1-1. A lot of times Olivia's at the front with Elle and Myasia, and then you'll put Kiki in the middle and then Brianna in the back. And then the 1-2-2, they like to get out there and in half court, three-fourths. They do a really good job of seeing that next pass. So things to look forward to in this game. Adjustments. coaches' adjustments. I think that is the biggest key. Both of these teams have veteran led, and they know what it takes to win. So this is an early season game. So I expect it to not be that high scoring. I think that it'll be kind of a lot of turnovers because of the presses, and it's being so early in the season. I think it's going to be really a good game, but I think they're going to have to learn each other and slow down. The first quarter may get a little muddy. It may get a little muddy, but I think it'll get better as the game goes on. I don't see either team scoring like 70, 80 points. I could be wrong, but I think it'll stay in that 50, 60 range just because how they both play defense. Keys for Lake Norman, limit L. Can't let her get open three. She has been hot. She's been shooting the ball going back to the spring and summer with the Flames. She's had some great shooting games. She had 30 points in her first game versus Rocky River. I expect her to have another big shooting game when they play Margaret Ridge on Wednesday. If you allow her to get hot, you're going to be in for a long day. Don't let Kiki dice you up. When I say that, don't let her get in the lane and dish and do things like that. Make her one-dimensional. I'm not saying she's a bad shooter, but I'd rather her shoot jump shots than to get inside and finish and get those kickouts. Got to pick your poison, realistically. Limit them to one shot. You can't let Olivia and Myasia get on those offensive boards and get easy layups. For Mallard Creek, don't get sped up. If you let Mallard Creek, Lake Norman speed you up, it's going to be a long game. They want to create havoc. They want to speed you up. You got to stay composed, beat the press with the pass, and then finish. That's the way to win that game. The other thing would be win a race to 5. I think both teams have about the same amount of depth. I think that if Mallard Creek can get Lake Norman in foul trouble, especially the Sheehan twins, it'll be a little bit more easier for them to break the press and finish around the basket. So win that race to 5. If you don't know what that means to win that race to 5 fouls in that quarter. It's 5 fouls now. It's not 7. It's not 10. You get 5 fouls per quarter, and then it resets. So if you can slow them down by getting to the free throw line, it helps you out, and it gives you a break at times. X factors, Rihanna Menard for Lake Norman. I think she's bringing that energy for them. If she can continually get to that right hand and finish, and then defensively she creates havoc, I think she's going to be big for them. Myasia for Mallard Creek, same thing. She's a great rebounder, and she does so much defensively for them. I think she can help. If she's finishing around the rim and not allowing second chances to the Sheehan twins, I think her and Olivia Robertson will do a great job of trying to limit that. They'll be in that game. Overall, great game in Myers Park. I think you will have a chance to see these teams again later on down the road, maybe at Wake Forest if it's there this year. I think this is a chance to see a regional final. We'll see how good Watauga is this year. You know, everybody hates to go up there, but they end up having those great records. So you may have to go up there, but it'll be nice if these two teams would kind of knock those teams out the way and have that 1 and 2 seed and then end up playing each other at Wake Forest. Good luck to both coaches, both teams. I think it's going to be an amazing game. And shout out to everybody involved, especially Phenom Hoops. I think this is a great event and a great time to have them. So shout out to both teams. Best of luck. I hope this game is amazing. Ballher Hoops, we out.